Yo guys, what is going on? Blossom is back and welcome back to another episode of Top Drives. What can I say? What can I say? The Prediction King is back. Let's jump into events. If you guys watched yesterday's episode, I think it was yesterday's episode, it might even be the day before's, I told you what my guess was for the next prize car. I've even made a YouTube poll on it, asking you guys what you thought the next prize car was going to be. I would say go check it out, but the answer has already been revealed, and I am indeed correct. It is indeed the SLS GT3 qualifiers, or so we think. I'm gonna let the moment sink in right now. I'm gonna enjoy the moment right now. But there are a couple red flags about this. So let me just tell you the first red flag, and that's the most obvious red flag. This event showed up way too early, right? Usually qualifiers show out, I don't know, 3-4 hours before it begins. This one's starting more than a day before it begins. So it's a little sus. Oh, not gonna lie, because obviously the daily event and hatchback in the USA, pretty interesting event this. There are not a lot of American hatchbacks. I don't think any are legendary or epic, but we'll be interested to see that. But usually qualifiers come out 3 or 4 hours before a final. This time it's coming out more than a day, more than 24 hours before a final, which is sus. Which means that it's more time for the team at Hutch to change it. So I'm not gonna say that 100% the SLS GT3 is the next prize car. Now I know what people will be thinking, like, Blossom, now you're crazy. You said that you're right. You know, you guessed the right prize car. They're telling you the exact prize car here, but you're still being skeptic about it. Like, honestly, I would say maybe 99% is going to be the SLS GT3 qualifiers, but I don't think Hutch has confirmed it anywhere on any of their websites, so that's not set in stone yet. And of course, because of that reason, the requirements for the qualifiers might not be set in stone yet, and the requirements for the finals might not be set in stone yet. But if you're interested to know, the prize cars from, you know, the teased image of this event are all Acura. So we're looking at an all Acura final. So that's pretty obvious so far. Not just American Frontier Acura, because the Tier 5 prize car is indeed a like a non-American Frontier Acura. And the requirements for the SLS GT3 are as follows. So we go into filter and we go into, where is it, tires and type. It's actually 4-wheel drive, and we're sticking with that 2000 vibe. We're going from 2000 to 2004 2000s. Wait, what? Yeah, we're going from 2000 to 2004 2000 rear-wheel drive cars to 2000 four-wheel drive cars. And here we go. If we go into all cars, it's a bit of a bloodbath, this one. 26 legends, 30 epics, and 34 ultra rares. It's a bit of a bloodbath, this one. There are a lot of legendaries that you can get, a lot of epics. You know, the Evo 10, really want that. Grande Punto, which a lot of players will have. Peugeot 207, and of course this is what I have. It's the Pikes Peak, the Veyron, the Lancer Evo, and the high end is really good, but the low end is actually quite weak, as you can see. Not a lot of variety here for me, all being all surface tires. It's actually pretty interesting. Let's go to my cars. No, all cars, and check out, let's filter out standard and all surface. Let's check out performance tires. It doesn't look like there's a lot of them, to be honest. Let's see, collections and tags. Oh, sorry, tires, there we go. No, tires, there we go. Performance, 50. So we do have a lot of high end, so there's just not a lot. Bruh, there's literally not a lot. Okay, there's like, I feel better now because I thought I was missing out. But in terms of low end, it's literally just a Ford Explorer and the new Beetle. So if the finals is all dry, if the RQ is pretty low, which I think it is, I think it's like 350, I'm gonna be in trouble. I'm gonna need to use this Ford Explorer Sport if it's all dry. And if it's all dry and I need this, I know Uncle's gonna be laughing, because I know that he actually likes this car and he thinks it's pretty useful, but I don't. And that's why I don't have it. So that's gonna be pretty interesting. But anyway, not too much about that. Just gonna let you guys know that for now, when I'm making this video, SLS GT3 calls the next prize car, Acura Type 5 is the final, and the current requirements for winning the qualifiers is 4-wheel drive 2000. So I'm not going to harp on too much on that because, like I said, it's a bit sus that this event showed up way earlier than qualifiers usually do. But anyway, second part of the video that I wanted to make was requested by some guys on my Patreon. So shout out to you guys. MJ, you requested this to me yesterday. So I'm going to give you a tour of my current Dodge garage. So if we go, now this is pretty interesting actually because it's really insane what the stats are. So if I go into status and I go into fully upgraded, I have 987 fully upgraded cars in my entire garage. If I go into manufacture and you check out Dodge, 103 are Dodge, which means that more than 10% of my entire garage are maxed out Dodges. Or sorry, more than 10% of my maxed out cars are Dodges. If we take away the fully upgraded tag, I have 135 Dodges out of 1,250 cars. So with that said, let's get into the tour. Alright guys, so the last time you saw my Dodge garage only, I think, was before American Frontier, so there are a lot of new additions. So, first of all, I already have all the commons maxed, obviously. Before this was just the Monaco, but now with the Challenger, the Van Street Van, the Aries, and the Aspen. I got two Aspens. This one is 969 at 6972, and this is 996 at 6670. Now, this car's actually not bad. It's like the Monte Carlo, but a little slower, but it handles. So it's a bit of an all-rounder, which is usually a bad thing, but when it comes to commons and you get something super niche like performance tire commons, an all-rounder isn't too bad. You know, at least it would beat the specialist, because when it comes to specialist commons, we're talking like a car that has like 80 handling or 85, but a 0 to 60 of like 10 seconds. So because of that, all-rounders like these aren't too bad. If we talk about ultra rares, you wouldn't see a vast difference like that. If there was a specialist like a Lotus 340R, which is 3897, and you compare it to like an all-rounder, like I can't think of one, maybe the BMW M3, which is like 4583, something like that. Like, it just doesn't compare, you know? But at least for the commons, the all-rounders kind of hold up their own. I also have the Intrepid, which has the same exact picture as the other car. I think it's also the Intrepid. I honestly don't know much about this generation of Dodge. But moving on to the uncommons, I have all of them once again. Two Daytona Turbo Zs, absolutely amazing. Let me just show you the win ratio. 63, 126 races. And how about this one? 66 and 68 races. So I have been using them quite a bit, not the highest of win ratios, but you know, just the fact that I'm using them a lot, which saves a lot. Well, actually, it saves a lot, but also if I use them a lot and it has a good win ratio, that saves even more, because I want to back up my boy, the Ford Flex. But Dodge Colt Vistas, I got two of those. At first I thought that this was going to be completely useful for clubs, because it's 4-wheel drive standard, you know, it's niche. I barely use it, to be honest. 8 races, 0%, yeah, that speaks for itself. 2 slingshots, now this one I do use a lot for clubs. As you can see, 386 races, 63, and this one is 220, 69, very nice. Moving on to the 100s, once again clubs, and then let's see, oh yeah, there's another Intrepid, Dodge Challenger DA, and the Conquest TSI, which I know this is the car that a lot of people will be like, oh, is it actually good? Because 6385 isn't bad. The thing is though, they're just cars that are better, you know. So no, I mean, I wouldn't really endorse it. The stats make it look pretty good. It's not bad for RQ27, I guess. It's just a better version of the Mazda, I think, RX-6, right? So not a bad car, not a bad car. I wouldn't say it's like the best. It's not a blossom choice. It's decent though. Moving on to rares now. This is where I get really happy, because this is Charger territory, but we're not there yet. So I have 2 Cornet Super Bs, Dodge Shadow S or ES, Neon Stratus. Now I don't actually have every single rare Dodge in the game. I'm missing 2, the pickup truck as well as the Colt. I have gotten both of them before, but the problem is when I keep a rare, it must be max. I do not carry, and I do not intend to carry any stock rares. The Colt and the pickup truck are so bad. I honestly, like, I regurgitate when I think about maxing them. I'll do it eventually. I will do it eventually for the sake of the collection, but I'm definitely taking my time about it because like, yeah, it's just, I don't want to max it. I just look at it, I'm just like, I'm not a fan. But I got 2 stealths. Now this is funny because I cannot be bothered to max 1 Colt or 1, I think called the Laramie, the pickup truck, but I'm bothered to max 2 Hornets and 4 Charger RTs. The bias is insane. Like I said, I will max out those 2 other Dodges soon, but really don't want to. But the Dodge Hornet, an amazing car, medium ground clearance, 5489, but I haven't been using it as much as I thought I would, but that's mostly because there are not a lot of rare events and clubs that call for City Streets medium. Like today, there's rare in clubs, but there's no Dragon City, you know what I mean? So I don't even need to use it. I think it's like Twists and Turns or something like that. Or Storm Chaser. Storm Chaser, Road Less Taken, and 1 other. But I have 4 now. Like I said, this is a car that I will never ever sell, and I will never ever fuse. Every single Charger RT I get will be kept in my garage, and I've only gotten 4 so far, but that's pretty nice. But I'm hoping, you know, for 10 at least by now, but only 4. But all max, as you can see, 3965. Once I get 5 and I get 5 max 3965, like 996, right, drag spec, then I'll start doing the weird stuff like the 666 or the 789 or the 9, you know, the weird stuff. But moving on, we have the Neon ACR Caravan and 4 Demon Roadsters. I always get Demon Roadsters. I think I have at least gotten 10 from prize boards now and packs, like in total. But I have sold a couple because it ain't a Charger RT. But also, I also know it's a very useful car. I usually use it, you know, in numbers of 2 a time in clubs. So I have 4 max, so I can rotate it 20 times, or I can rotate it twice for 20 races. Moving on to the Super Rares, I have every single Super Rare max. We got the Avenger RT, the Spirit RT, Daytona, and these are all the classic ones. We know about that. The Copperhead, I use it quite a bit in clubs. 4991, and the RQ limit is pretty low. 45 races, 87% win ratio. Not bad, actually, the Copperhead. I do endorse this. This is a pretty good car. Charger RT, Challenger, which used to be an Ultra. I got 2 of them. I decided to keep both, even though they went down, because I'm like, yeah, I'm never going to max it again. Durango GT, Venom, you name it. I am a huge fan of the Challenger RT. And then we move on to Ultra Rare. So for the Ultra Rare collection, we have 4 M80s. My goal is to get 5 maxed M80s, not because they're amazing, they're actually decent, but not because they're amazing. I'm just a huge fan of memes, and this is a meme car. I was about to say I'm a huge fan of this car. That's not true. I'm not. But you know, it's a meme car, and I'm doing it for Reese. And then the Caliber SRT4. I got a Max Charger 3. Honestly, I would probably max 100 of these if I had 100 of them, but I've only dropped it once. Definitely gonna max all 5. Same thing for the Circuit EV. I'm maxing like the first 5 EVs I get, so 2 more to go. I have 3 max. Neon SRT maxed. 2 Charger Daytonas max, 2 SRTs max. Powerbox, haven't maxed it yet, but this one, you bet your ass that I'm gonna max it. 2 Nitros max, Magnum SRT, and then yeah, I mean, I got a lot of 2s of Ultras. I got 2 SRT8 max, 2 Charger Daytonas maxed. This one is 969, this is 699. This is my drag spec 996, which I was using for quarter miles only, but then the car's MRA got buffed with a 0 to 60 nerf, but it's now better on the half mile and the 1 mile, so the 996 version doesn't seem too outlandish anymore. I have 1 Challenger SRT8 max, and I'm planning to max a second one when I can. 2 twin turbos, 3 SRT10 Vipers, RT10 Vipers, sorry. 2 Uncles max. This Uncle is 996, and this Uncle is 699. If you're wondering why I call this Uncles, because this is Uncle's actual car in real life. He's a baller. And then 2 maxed out Dodge Challenger SRT 392s. This one is 996, 3588, and this one is 699. Really, 996 version, super niche. I don't use it a lot. As you can see, 16 races, but wow. I wasn't expecting that. 100%. What have I been using this on? Probably clubs, but that is impressive. This one shouldn't have as good of a win percentage. 77, 22. Wow, I did not expect 100% on that. What? Okay, moving on to the epics now. We got the Challenger RT and the Charger RT. I am slowly gonna max this out, and I got a maxed out Viper ACR. Huge fan of this car. Also, from my birth year, 1999, baby. SRT10 concept. We got 3 SRT10 Vipers, 2 of them maxed. One of them winning 3 prize cards for me. We got the Juice. We love the Juice. I love the Juice so much. And then we have 3 Challenger SRT Hellcats maxed, 1 wide body max, and 1 wide body stock. Both of them got it on my birthday. Honestly, monumental occasions. 35 days ago was when I had my birthday, basically. Not 53 races, 96% win ratio. Just love that. Just... oh my god. You know, like the last time I did my Dodge Garage Tour, I had every Dodge but the Hellcat wide body. We have that now, but I think I'm missing like 9 Dodges at the same time now because American Frontier. But moving on, we have my Charger Army, baby, 6 of them. 2 of them max. Of course, this is an Army too, 6 of those. And then last but not least, with the legendaries, I have 5, and 4 of them are max. The SRT Viper Bollywood, the Viper TA Syracuse, the Dodge Viper ACR Hollywood, and of course, Blossom Jr. Dodge Challenger SRT Demon. And of course, I will max out the GTSR when I can. I have the fuse to do it, to max it right now. 25102, I think, or 25105, something like that. It's really good, guys. This car, I think it's 25102. It's so good. But I haven't maxed it out yet because I've been saving fuse in case I needed them for prize cars, etc, etc. But yeah, this will be maxed eventually, and then we will have 5 legendary Dodges. We can make a full hand of maxed out legendary Dodges, baby. That's gonna be beautiful, beautiful. But yeah, shout out to MJ once again. Thanks for being so interested and wanting to showcase or wanting me to showcase my Dodge Garage. I'm really proud of it. This is really just the peak of specialization, so this is what you get in the end. I'm missing all of the high-end epics. For some reason, Hutch decided to give you all the low-end ones. I'm not really complaining. I'm trying to get all of them anyway. But if you go into all cars, as you can see, I'm missing out 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And then 1 of the legends, or I guess 2 of the legends, but this one's a prize car, so we're gonna need to wait to get the ACRX. But anyway, guys, that's gonna be today's video. Let me know if you enjoyed it, and like and subscribe if you haven't already. But yeah, once again, I hope you guys have a great day. Remember to stay safe, wash your hands, and blossom out. Peace.